Ahoy, and welcome back to another Brethren guide. So previously I explained my method on how to win more battles in Hourglass or in general. However, to win more battles, I feel like one of the key things to have in your ship is an organised crew. I have encountered so many unorganised crews in the Sea of Thieves, from people who should be repairing, flying off the ship to continuously board the enemy, to a ship never maintaining an angle for cannons. Having a sense of organisation on board your ship can mean all the difference in battle. The best way to organise your crew is through crew roles. Now before we go any further, today I am only giving a brief overview of the roles on a ship, but I will be discussing each role in detail in future videos. Also, these roles do have proper names, but inside the Brethren I have renamed these roles so that they better suit my teaching to newer pirates, but this is just me personally. But now let's talk about these roles. The first role we have is the captain, or what a lot of people refer to as helm. The captains, certainly for Brethren crews, are the leaders of a crew when a crew sets sail. The captain must have the ability to understand naval combat so that they can make good decisions as they are in control of the ship and have the best view of the battle. As the captain does have the best view of the battle, they have to call out orders that they feel necessary or let the crew know what the enemy is doing. For instance, orders like raise the foresail, get on left side cannons, or vice versa, go board the enemy or stay on the ship. There are a ton of other orders a captain can give, but you get the general idea. The captain's primary job, however, is to get and maintain angle so your crew can fire cannons at the enemy. If angle is not provided for the crew, that is on the captain. The captain is always the last to board, but usually it never comes to that, and they can jump on cannons too. The captain should only be bailing if needed, so the captain is always the last bailer. The second role is the gunner, or main cannon. As the name suggests, the gunner's main priority is to fire cannons at the enemy. We will discuss what the gunner specifically loads into their cannon and where to fire it another time, but overall the gunner must maintain pressure on the enemy so that the enemy has plenty to worry about. The gunner is also secondary boarder and third bailer if necessary. The third role is the bilge or bilge. The bilge's responsibility is to make sure the ship doesn't sink. They have to bail, repair hulls, fix masts as long as the bottom deck is dry, and put out any fire, again only if the bottom deck is dry. The bilge is also third boarder and can jump on cannons if the ship isn't taking on water. The fourth and final role we have is the quartermaster, or more commonly known as flex. The quartermaster is more of a support role for the whole ship. While the gunner is firing, the quartermaster actually helps gunner, so while the gunner is applying pressure causing holes, the quartermaster typically demasts or set fire to the enemy. The quartermaster also must support bilge. As soon as bilge calls out for bales so that they can repair, the quartermaster must immediately run below deck and grab bales. The quartermaster can also become acting captain if the actual captain is indisposed. This means the quartermaster must have the knowledge of sailing a ship, as they will need to take the helm if for some reason the captain can't. The quartermaster also must have experience in close quarters combat, as they are the primary boarder. Now these roles as I described them to you is suited for a galleon. 1 role per person, 4 roles, 4 people on a galleon. Of course the question is, how do these roles apply to a brig, a 3-man ship, or a sloop, a 2-man ship? Well, for the brig, the captain role and the bilge role combines. To a lot of people this can be really difficult because the captain has got to bail, repair, as well as maintain angle and give out orders. However, with practice it becomes an easier responsibility to take on. The gunner and quartermaster stays the same, and the quartermaster as a support role helps bail the water out of the brig. And the same with the gunner when they need to reball. On a sloop, not only does the captain and bilge combine with each other, but also the gunner and quartermaster combines with each other. Typically, sometimes in my videos, the captain goes to board, but really the one on cannon should be the one boarding. Luckily, as it's easier to maintain water level on the sloop, the quartermaster role becomes less of a support role and just mainly a boarder. So that was the roles on a ship. As long as a crew can stick to their roles as much as possible, at least through my experience, it is possible to win more battles. I have used these roles many times before, even outside of Hourglass, and we even win the sweatiest of fights because of our organisation. As I said, we will be looking at each role in depth in future videos, but for now, hopefully this video helps you organise your crew better, so as I said, you can win more battles. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Farewell, and happy pirating.